in our research is that household formation peaked around the same time as marriages peaked. And household formation has been declining since 2010, 2012, will continue. And at the same time, China has continued to build houses. So if you look at vacancy rates, it's hard to get the real data, but maybe it's around that 15% level. So 15% of all houses in China are either vacant or derelict. That is a potential large risk of some kind of property market deflating.
So just on this issue of one-child policy, reversing the one-child policy, at some point you would imagine, Simon, that it would reverse the declining birth rate as well. So is this a matter of a combination of time and policy support to incentivise, for example, women in the workplace and daycare for kids, for babies as well, to ensure this happens?
I think we're past that point. I think when you have marriages declining at double-digit CAGR since 2012 and continuing to decline because of this sex imbalance that I talked about, that could take another decade to play out. So if the male to female ratio reached that 115 men to 100 women, that puts significant pressure on the population from a marriage perspective. And given that in Asia, having children outside of marriage is very unusual. In OECD countries, it's actually quite common, but in Asian culture, it's kind of frowned upon. I think that it's going to be really hard to turn around this declining birth rate. But the argument we're making is forget declining birth rate. It's the declining marriage rate today that is leading to a decline in household formation. And that's what investors should be thinking about from a Chinese property sector perspective. Now, to your point, the Chinese government can do some things to try and turn around the birth rate. I don't know whether they'll be successful or not. I don't think they will, but that won't stop them trying. So there will be tax breaks for families in sort of third and fourth tier cities. There'll be cash for babies. We've seen it in a whole bunch of other markets. But my point here is I think that despite what they try, they won't be able to turn it around. You can't really fight the demographics.